Being intelligent with a sensible complex intelligence, scientists, being intelligent with philosophical thinkers, cannot even guess that what is the condition of being aware of oneself by understanding oneself and being intelligent with a permanent complex intellect, even after being intelligent with a permanent complex intellect, when one's own point of view is pure and clear. It cannot be fair. On the basis of my principles, unless my own faithful complex intelligence is completely exterminated, and there are no alternatives, in my first stage itself, I was to be exposed to my own permanent form, my hypocrite guru. Locke's celibacy, despite having the knowledge of all the texts, was to be mixed in the qualities of fame, reputation, wealth, temporary elements. By creating a memory in the name of Paramarth, he got it because his mentality, seriousness was for him, only for him, my own self. It was meant to be faced with a permanent form. Only one moment is enough to understand oneself, whereas some other understand the age is also less. When the veil is removed from the guru's hypocrisy, only then the option of understanding oneself was removed. When the status of a hypocrite guru came to the fore, then the dedication towards him decreased. Then understanding himself and became fair with himself and became aware of his own permanent form, then every discourse of the guru was pretended and ignored. The false pretense does not stand in front of the truth. It is so high true to understand yourself that by understanding oneself, it is so high that the temporary complex intellect becomes blunt. To describe all that, what a true visible event must have happened. Perhaps in the whole universe I am the only and first time, ever since a person has come into existence, since then till now. The story here used to describe my Guru Parvachano from there. It was my first step, which was beyond the understanding of the Guru. Then only in a moment I understood all there was nothing left to understand in the universe. Few drivers who were intelligent with temporary complex intelligence by describing himself as the fulfillment of his own wish. The blind devotees are capable of controlling the crowd of sheep by controlling the crowd of sheep, who are capable of being able to control the crowd of sheep. Immediately after the initiation, they do the important work here that the Guru's word is inspired to be considered as direct proof. It is done. The word Guru is bigger than the proof of the Lord. It is the goal of the Guru to establish it. The fictional stories based on the basis of it are famous like novels and plays. By putting fear, a few drivers, who are intelligent with temporary complex intelligence, are smart, vicious, so many conspirators, all their common spoken lies, hypocrisy, pretense business, by connecting them with charity, by discussing in discourses by themselves. By telling the fulfillment of the wish for the Guru's charity, the blind devotees are capable of controlling the crowd of sheep, who are capable of controlling the crowd of sheep. Immediately after the initiation, they do the important work here that the Guru's word is motivated to be considered as direct proof. Guru's word proof it is bigger than the Lord. It is the goal of the Guru to establish it. Based on the same, fictional stories, novels, plays, stories are famous. After understanding this, after becoming acquainted with one's permanent form, it is such a practice that everything is over in a moment, and after that what was found to be permanent, the temporary complex intelligence of all that counting was done by itself. So, you have become fair by yourself, the permanent axis of which you understand by seeing all the infinite vast physical creation temporary. They are the only reflection of your permanent axis. And it ends with death. In reality there are no meanings on the basis of my principles, altogether have only two aspects. Due to the occurrence of a permanent death transformation system, life can always be lived like a permanent axis reality, only by expelling its permanent complex intellect, the wonderful wonder of both the sides alive. You can enjoy yourself by enjoying yourself. One can be happy, living in the form of a permanent axis, by being in a permanent axis. By being in a permanent axis form, one can stop himself in the form of a permanent axis. Seeing the temporary creation, You can enjoy by watching the indecisive scene, how each person is deceiving himself for himself. Deceit, hypocrisy, with temporary complex intelligence, and is putting the blame on the one who does not exist. The elders do not exist. Even intelligent with temporary complex intelligence, trapped in this life cycle, some fame, reputation, fame, wealth are dying in the intoxication of velocity. In the intoxication of the velocity, no one has died in the senses till today, since the creation has come into existence, while the creation of human body has come into existence, while the human body has come into existence. The only thing is to die by understanding only in the senses. Being intelligent with a sensible